I love you, Bug.
All right. Not really sure what happened there, Jewel Tatey, but I think I did not add the music. Did you hear the music?
I heard the music.
Okay. Didn't think I was hearing the music. Anyway, we cut the music short tonight, so let's get right at it.
Oh.
I'm a mess already. We're not even
Still can't see.
Not even 2 seconds in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night. It's around 8 o'clock, and welcome to another brand new live episode of The You Show. You. I am Jeff the Shark Perini with a new and improved, trimmed down, tamed beard looking fabulous. With me, as always, the co-hostess with the absolute mostest, the sister from another mister, the heartbreak kid, the beautiful, the lovely, Jewel Tatey. Jewel, welcome back for another great Wednesday.
How are we doing, Jeff?
We're doing great. Good evening, Miss Lauren. I see your little laugh out loud thing. Excuse my technical mess. One of these years we're going to get this correct. So welcome back. Another Wednesday night. We're here on the O Show. Big news right off the bat before we even start. I'm here, Jules here, and also with us tonight, Duck, the intern, ladies and gentlemen. She won't come.
She won't not
She won't come on. She was here earlier assisting us along the way. Great stuff. Welcome back, Duck. Hasn't been the same without you.
I know. People think they can just come in and out of our lives and it's okay.
Yeah, I guess if this was like the Joe Rogan show, I'm sure she'd be here every day.
She was in the audience. Our audience is down to one. Say, what's up? Whoop, whoop. Joey's here.
What's up, Joey? The audience is out there trickling in, and we are happy to have you here for another Wednesday night. The Yo Show, Jeff and Jewel. Jewel, I got to tell you, this weekend, I was in Sea Isle, getting some sun, getting some beach, getting a little kayaking done. I got this awesome new shirt. Fear the beard. Fear that beautiful beard with all its gray streaks that look like a skunk. But yeah, that was me. I got some sunburn. I got some kayaking done in my life. My wife now likes me again for a couple weeks. Good stuff.
I heard you capsized.
We did. We did, in fact, get overturned on the kayak. We got chased down by a few boats. When a 40-foot boat is barreling down on your 1 foot long kayak, you tend to shit yourself.
Yeah, that is scary. Don't mess around in the water. Oh, too many things can go way wrong.
There's a lot of things that can go way wrong. We went to some marsh trails, got stuck in nice, thick, marshy, muddy water. So we had to dig ourselves out. My shoulders now feel like crackling death. But I got out. We're in one piece.
So did you paddle in the kayak?
Sure did. I was in a lot of paddling.
It's a workout, man. I'm going to get out there. I've never been in a kayak or a jet ski. I haven't lived.
Dude, say no more. Come up one time. We'll take you to the Falls Park, to the little lake that's contained.
Yeah.
Me and you will take a double because Cassie wants to do a single. I should be doing a single. She says, yeah, there she is. Cassie Perini says, fear the beard. Calls me a stud. Ha.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Fear that beard, baby. But yeah, so we did a double kayak. She says we should do singles. I think I'm getting the hang of it enough maybe to try a single. But if you want to come with us, you can do a double. Me and you will do a double. She can do a single.
I
No,
don't know if I trust anyone. Put my life in your hands.
No, down at Falls Park, it's containers, no boats, no nothing. So it's easy compared to like the bay, where, like I said, there's boats. Just leprechaun. Look, I got called a leprechaun. Lauren called me a leprechaun. It's so not nice.
Sassy pick.
Nice Italian guy like myself. I know. I heard her, man, getting it on. Yow! That's how we do it here on the Yo Show. We're all about making out. Cassie said it works for her. See, she can do a single. Me and you will try a double. I said the bay. I mean, the park, not near as bad as the bay.
Stop trying to do a double. I want a single.
All right. Hey, I'm all right with that. You like to. Nicely done. You like
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. I was scared at first too. Now it's like second nature. Let me see. You will be doing the single kayak much better, babe. I agree, babe. I will be doing the single kayak better. Look out for Jewel because she never did it, but we're going to get her out there. You're going to be on the kayak. You're going to fear the beer.
You dress up like Mario Kart characters and race the kayaks.
Now and we should do it right on the show. Possibly the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Right? I would love to do that with go-karts. I see people doing that all the time. It looks like a blast in a glass.
Blasting. We got a lot of stuff to do on the show. Speaking of on the show, which we've totally derailed from, which is fine, because that's how we do it here. But big thank you to last week's guest. Koof Knott. Oh my God, I drew a blank. Koof Knott and Christine Elise. I'm very sorry, Koof, if you're watching. Koof Knott and Christine Elise. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, very just excellent. Local Philly band. So thank you very much for coming on last week and entertaining us. It was absolutely excellent. The fans loved it. We loved it. And tonight, Jewel, we're right back again. It's like a theme thing for this month. Philadelphia duos.
Philadelphia duos.
We got a great duo tonight. Jeremy, Adam, Hannah Parke. They're known as Adam and Parke.
Yes.
Park with an E at the end, not to be confused. She's adorable. He's very cool. It should be a great time. Very excited for these two. We're going to play a couple songs from them coming up shortly. Again, Adam and Parke, local Philadelphia band. I want to try hot yoga. I don't know about hot yoga. I think my wife did hot yoga. I got to ask her how that went. I don't know.
I saw this group of ladies doing hot yoga in the park yesterday. It was like 6 o'clock, but it was steaming hot. I'm like, man, that's some hot yoga for you.
Dude, that's hot yoga. That's sweaty balls hot yoga.
Elemental yoga. Careful when you put that hot flame.
Hot crotch yoga. Absolutely disgusting. That's a great segue going from Adam and Parke to sweaty balls yoga. Anyway, they understand. They got a couple. They got a couple tunes for us tonight. One is called "You" and one is "Boy, I Think You're Pretty." Boy, I Think You're Pretty took me by surprise, Jewel, because I saw the title. I'm like, how cute. It's a song about me until I heard it. It's not a nice song, but it teaches you boys out there a lesson. Anyway, top 5, Jewel, top 5 time. And being that I was down the shore this past weekend, and I texted Jewel, and she hated my guts for it because she was jealous of me on the beach. I don't know why. Just pounds of sweat, disgusting, hot sweat. Hi, Diana Carroll. Oh, my God, look at that handsome. You haven't seen that handsome beard. Diana is a good friend of mine. It's nice to see her tuning in this evening to our lovely Yo Show. But we will do top 5, and our tonight's top 5 list is top 5 things we love about the shore. I mean, around here, it's going to the shore, going down the shore, the Jersey Shore, et cetera, et cetera. So top 5 things we love about it. Jewel always likes when I kick off, because then she listens to my answers and she's like, oh, mine suck. You did it all the time, but I love you for it. So anyway, let's go with the top 5 stuff I love about the shore. And number 5, folks, 2 words for you, funnel cake. Absolutely. I love funnel cake. I adore funnel cake. Nothing better in the world to eat than funnel cake.
Real quick.
And Diana said my beard's looking good. Thank you. Funnel cake, definitely number 5. I know you can get funnel cake at carnivals and all, but there's nothing like funnel cake down the shore. It just smells better. It just tastes better. It's better. Number 4 is walking the boardwalk. I like to walk the boardwalk. Seattle doesn't have the best boardwalk, but I took down to Wildwood and I walked that boardwalk. A lot of fun. Good stuff. Number 3, of course, is the happy people. You're down the shore, you're on vacation, you're relaxing. So people are happy. Happy people. Number 3. Number 2, of course.
Shiny, happy people.
Shiny, happy. My head was shiny with all that sunscreen on my head and running down my head, leaving brown streaks. It's pronounced sure, not sure. Sure. That's our
Sure.
It's our new fan Rose
Sure.
correcting my pronunciation. Sure.
Down
not
the
sure.
down the shore.
Down the
Go
shore.
down the shore with my hand towel and wipe my ass on the beach.
Going down the shore. This isn't New York. Haven't heard that in years. I don't know. Sure.
Where are you from, Rose? Because I'm from around here.
He's from Chicago. So,
yeah,
you know,
sure.
Yeah, that's East Coasters do it. Novelties is number 2. Novelty shirts, like my fun shirt here. Novelty towels, like this one I got for $5. I'm not going to try and hold on the screen, but it says, if you like my meatballs, I'll show you my sausage. You're right. Good stuff. And number one, of course, is pizza, Jewel. Pizza. There's pizza everywhere you look, and I love pizza. And Max Pizza is my favorite. And get in my comments and tell me it's not. Go ahead, start commenting. Let me hear about Sam's, none of those shitty pizza places that don't hold a candle to Max Pizza. That is my top 5 list, Jewel, of what I like about the seashore.
Down the shore.
Yeah, down the shore. Jewel Teddy, you're
what? Yeah. I mean, my list isn't that expansive. I mean, what isn't to love about the Jersey Shore? 5 is water things for me because I love going on boats. I like to fish, even though I'm horrible at it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn, though. I don't like to touch them much or the bait, but I would like to go on a jet ski and do all those fun things, go in the bay. 4, it's the most fun going out, just out in the air. You know, I love shores, you know, when they are open. Like, I use the ocean. There's bars there. It's a drug town, but it's my favorite. Number 3, Wonderland Pier in Ocean City, because that is my favorite. It's just very nostalgic because we literally used to spend like months down the shore when I was a little kid. And I love the rides, and it really hasn't changed much. So I get to go, and he gets to go on the same rides I went when I was little. Number 2, the food. I will list my favorite restaurants. They're all in Ocean City. Judge me. Mac and Manco's my favorite pizza. I don't know if it's the same dude as Max. Probably not. Mac and Manco's is awesome, though. I think they changed their name since. I went last year. Worst. Get out of here.
Worst.
Core Brothers is down there. Best ice cream. Preps Pizza. They have waffles and ice cream. Always Breyers ice cream. The Chatterbox is like a nifty 50s, but down the shore. I love that place. Luigi's Italian, and I really want to try Drip and Scoop. It's a new coffee/donut ice cream place down there. So looking forward to that. And number 1 is experiencing it with Joey and like seeing it through her eyes the first time, because it's like where I always went. So to experience it with her now is just even better. And every year it just gets better because I love rides. I'm a ride person. So I love to have that ride buddy I can go on rides with. So that's number 1. It's pretty cool. Food though. Food's great.
Real quick, Sunday night we had dinner at a place in Seattle called Carmen's, and I got to tell you, Joel, it was lobster tail, mussels, crab meat in red gravy sauce for you non-Italian people. Amazing. Dan, Dan Phillips, I want to get on your boat and do some fishing. My man Dan Phillips is here live. He wants to get me on his boat. He's got a boat. We got to bring Joel too, though, Dan. He wants to go crabbing. I love it, dude.
Hey, man. I've never been crabbing either.
Me neither. Looks
like crabs freak me out.
I love them. It was red sauce or gravy over angel hair pasta. Just an amazing meal. Carmen's, folks, if you're in Seattle. Yeah, absolutely. Great list. Let's run down again. Top 5 things we love about the shore. Me, of course. Funnel cake, because I'm a fat kid. Walking on the boardwalk.
Seafood. They have the best.
Yeah, sure. Seafood, but that's food. I mean,
happy people.
1, happy people. Number 3. Number 2, novelties. And, of course, number 1 is pizza. Joel Teddy came up with water things. And, of course, going out. Wonderland Pier, the food. All countless amounts of food. And experienced it with Joey, her lovely little daughter who likes to show her face on occasion on the Yo Show. I'm sure we'll see her later. It's so funny because it was so cute. Your answer when you said Joey, I said aw, and I wrote aw as number one, and I had to change it. Joel Tatey, I don't know why your audio and your video is so great until the show starts, and then you start to freeze and kick out eyes. Shit.
Am I good now?
You're good now.
We do have storms in the area, so bear with us. Sorry.
Got some bad storms in the air, but we're surviving. We're getting through it. Let's do something we absolutely love to do here on the Yo Show, and that is celebrate our great guests with their music. Tonight, again, it is Philadelphia duo Adam and Parke. It's two artists that kind of came together to form the conglomerate of Adam and Parke. Jeremy Adam, Adam Parke. The first song is called You. That's it, You. It's got a cute little intro to it. We're going to do the YouTube version like we did last week. So it's got a nice little intro, and then we'll get to the song. Right here on the Yo Show, Adam and Parke with you. We'll be back. Actually, no, I got a screen shave. Hey, Max. No, we did not replace Jewel with a robot. That's next week's episode of the Yo Show. Oh, gracious. What is happening here? We're already derailed. Horrible audio we're doing here. All right, so Chrome tab, and then we're going to share that, and then we're going to hit share, and then we're going to hit play. All right, so about 5 minutes. It's Adam and Parke with you here on the Yo Show. We'll be back shortly.
We're back. It's time to play a song. I don't know what I'm going to play. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right. Curious to how I should...
Hold that up and say it. Sure.
Hi!
Adam and Parke back together again. The last time that we sang together was 2.5 months ago.
Well, I feel like it was more than that. I feel like it was 192 days ago.
That sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
That is a really long time. Here we are, back together again.
If I could be anyone,
I would be you.
I would steal all of the perfect things you do.
If I could be anywhere, I'd be with you. I would just up and leave, go where you want me to.
If I could have anything,
Give it to you.
but we don't need anything. I've got everything with you.
And I will give you
1,000 sunsets.
if you want to spend 1,000 days with me. And I will give you all that I have. If you open up your heart, I know you'll see. I could be your one and only, and we could be the sad and lonely when one and one makes two a company. Why don't we? If you could be anyone, who would you choose? You could be somebody so rich and famous who got a lot to lose.
If you could go anywhere,
Where would you go? Tell me how you would get there.
who would you know?
If you could have anything, what would it be? I'll show you everything if you only let me. I will give you 1,000 sunsets if you want to spend 1,000 days with me. And I will give you all that I have. If you open up your heart, I know you'll see. I could be your one and only, and we could be the sad and lonely when one and one make two accompany. You and me, we go together like sun and sky for worse or better. You'll see it all if you'll stay here with me. 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 Stay with me. I could be your one and only, and we could be the sad and lonely when one and one make two accompany. Oh, you and me, we go together like sun and sky, for worse or better, you'll see it all if you stay here with me. You'll stay here with me. You'll stay here with me. You'll stay here with me. Stay with me.
You'll stay here with me.
Stay with me.
You'll stay here with me.
Stay with me.
You'll stay here
with me. Yeah. Stay with me. You'll stay here with me.
I agree with that audience in the background. Absolutely terrific. Well, let's take that one out. Tonight's guest, Adam and Parke. The song is You. Lovely song. Jules, kind of neat because when we use the YouTube video, it's kind of like they're here, sitting right next to us playing. Pretty cool.
I know, and they will be. I'm so excited. Dude, chills. Instant chills every time. I love both of their voices. It's so pretty.
Same
Hi.
here. Other voices. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey is here live. Good evening. You're early tonight. Usually it's around 9 o'clock. So you're a little early tonight. Great song, though. You by Adam and Parke. You know, I love when you get a guy or a girl, and one person just picks up an instrument and starts going, and they make a song out of it, just like, you know. Well, Joey is already into the
That's
collectible.
later.
Yeah,
Later, we'll discuss our toys. All of them. Okay.
when we get into Jeff's Man Cave scores. But nice. She's on target. She knows the show better than we do.
I know. She got that last night. She was all excited about it.
I love it. She's ready for the show. But yeah, just great stuff. Great music. Like I said, you get one person with an instrument and two people with great voices just makes like a whole song. Like you don't need a big production with drums and bass and all that. It's just, it's just one excellent piece of work. I love it.
Yeah, she plays music too. I saw her on the ukulele. So I'm so excited for them to join us.
She does everything, Jewel. She is just a master of many talents. We hope to talk about some of those talents when they come on, roughly around 8:30 tonight. Seen them plugging it away, which is great. We thank you for that. We thank all our guests that plug themselves. Yeah, that's big stuff. So, Jewel, a little bit of news, a little bit of stories, a little bit of let's get into it. Kenny Sheffield, ladies and gentlemen, is in the house. Kenny!
Hey!
Good evening. Kenny's looking all dapper. He's got like a new fresh do and nice clean shave.
Where?
I got to check it out on his Facebook page. I don't know if you can see the picture from here, but on his Facebook page, he was happening. Our man Kenny, St. Ricketts.
It's always happening.
We're just sad that you guys couldn't perform last week. Really excited to hear your new stuff. I know you guys got a lot of new material coming out. We're excited for that.
Yeah, and their shows this week apparently. Like I think Lacombe's at Woodhaven tonight. We couldn't be there. Next roast beef. It's bad day Wednesdays, guys. Don't play on Wednesdays. We have a Yo Show Wednesdays. Play other days. Ray Coleman's at Dagwood's tomorrow.
Ooh, I would like to do this.
The Yo Show match.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that later too.
It's kind of tough. Thursdays are tough because, of course, our good friends Kevin Kirk and Scott Kirk play the Buck Hotel on Thursday night. Now, Lecomte was canceled for tomorrow, apparently, according to Kenny. He was down to see on Monday, and we missed him. We missed him Monday night. We had a big family dinner Monday night.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we missed them. But that's okay. We'll catch up to them. We want to catch all our acts. We got to get all our acts together in one giant place and listen to them play. But speaking of our acts, Jewel, Teddy, and acts that we get together in places, we get acts right here on our show. And tonight, the reason why you're all tuning in, the people to put the asses in the seats this evening here on the Yo Show, it is the amazing duo of Adam and Parke. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Thanks for having
Oh,
us.
that's so nice.
Oh,
How you doing?
this is just what we casually wear, you know, hanging out at home, working from home.
You know, going out in the pandemic, just always wearing this.
I hear you. Thank you very much for taking the time to come on our show. Jewel hunted you down and told me to check you out and get you on. I love what I hear so far. We played You, which is a terrific song. Just tell us a little something to get going about how you guys got together and made this collaboration.
So we met doing a song cycle competition in Philly called Songbird. And he was actually a judge and I was a lonely performer. And we got together and we're like, you know what? We should make some music. And that's where it started. Yeah.
I mean, you guys harmonize so well. So how was it in the beginning? Was it like right off the bat, like that instant chemistry?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was something that really drew us to each other is like we had performed probably like out at a random piano bar together.
That's true.
Kind of on a random occasion once or twice, and we had been together and kind of jammed once or twice, and we had said, she actually turned to me and was like, this is so much fun. I love how I feel when I do this. You are the person that I want to do this with. Do you want to start a band together?
Yeah, I think it sounded like, want to start a band?
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was like basically that scene from Step Brothers.
It's kind of cool because when I was on the show before, we had different formats. Me and another guy, he left. I wanted a female because it just seemed to be better to kind of work male, female. And me and Joel were the same way. We got together, we sat in a bar, we drank, we sang karaoke, and we're like, we're going to be on the show together. And that was that. So I
Sang
feel you. That's
horribly.
great.
We both told ourselves we were great singers, but you know, we know the truth. We're just not. So we bonded over that. But you guys, I mean, it's such feel-good music. Is that what you hope that your audience feels when you're together? Because we have a good time listening to you. Like it's a party, but it's also so feel-good and positive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think like personally as a songwriter, the most important thing is to feel, is to let your feelings out and to kind of give that to the people that are listening and hope that it reaches. So to hear that from you, we definitely feel that when we're performing, like afterwards, we are so hyped up. We are just like, it's crazy, like how nervous both of us will get before a performance. And then the second that it's done, we're both just like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Thank you so much. I love you. Da, da, da. Like, it's just like, it's so, it's like that cathartic release basically afterwards. And to hear that, like somebody else feels that way or sees that, I think that's really the goal, is just like, we want to have fun up there. We want to show that we're having a good time. And if you are also having a good time as well, then we've done our jobs.
Yes.
Amazing. That's
absolutely. Awesome. And chills. Every time I hear you guys sing, I get chills.
And honestly, it's been cool because, I mean, we kind of come from the same background, but a little bit of a different background. He comes from more of like a singer-songwriter, and I kind of come from like a jazz, like retro rock sound. And so,
but we're both like rooted in musical theater.
Big time, both rooted in musical theater.
We both kind of found our roots and blossomed like within the theater and blossomed kind of like as performers on stage before we found who we were as individuals.
Yeah,
and I think that really kind of like creates a chemistry between us.
Boom.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
It's hard to get a chemistry amongst two people. We had a duo on last week as well that sounded great from two different worlds, so it's amazing. Do you find yourselves learning new things from each other, or is it kind of like the same style? Like, do you guys bring something in like, hey, I never thought of that? Like, what do you learn from each other?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I feel like I learned from you how, I guess when I first met him, I was writing music, but he was like writing music at the time. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to start writing a song a week, whether it sucks or whether it's great. I'm just going to start writing a song once a week, just like flipping out.
They're all great. They're all I'm
sure.
I heard liquor store. I love that one.
yeah, the liquor store one. Yeah, at the liquor store.
We were bored during that phase. But yeah, that's kind of what I.
Well, so I what I love about working with Hannah is like when a show is done, she has like a list in her head of all the things that need to be changed or like worked on, or like here's the thing that I messed up a tiny little bit that nobody else noticed except for me, and I'm gonna fix that the next time. And it's great to have somebody that's like constantly working on that, because when all is said and done, like when it's the end of the day, like that, you know, what matters is that we had a good time and the people that watched us had a good time, and we usually do most of the time. So
I haven't had a bad one yet.
Yeah. So
so sweet.
Right on you. Yeah.
So you, Jeremy, you're from Jersey and you went to Temple for theater. How do you think that has? Well, first of all, what's great about the Philly music scene? Because we have so many Philadelphia artists who find themselves here, and they just say it's a unique experience. And I are you from the area too, Hannah?
Oh no, I'm from Tennessee.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say,
baby. You get me sassy or you get me drunk, and you're gonna hear real good.
That's how we do it here. You can jump in anytime.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, cheers. We gotta join.
We'll do
it. Hey, let's go.
Cheers, y'all.
We like a good time. It's all good.
Absolutely.
A lot of accents tonight.
That's awesome. So, I mean, yeah, I guess like the Philly music scene, and maybe if you want to compare it to the Tennessee scene, which I'm sure is a whole different ballgame, compare the two. We'll start out with Jeremy. Give us a little taste of the Philly music scene, and then we'll go and get a little taste of the Tennessee scene from Hannah.
Yeah. So I went to Temple for theater. And oh my gosh, I love this. My dad just commented.
That's awesome. What's up, Dad? I like to show the comments that come out.
Oh, that's the best. He is like gotta be, you know, sharing the #1 fan spot with several other family members and my father. And of course he's the one that comments, so he's got to be. He's #1 now. He just earned a bunch of brownie points. So back to what I was saying. So I started out like kind of coming to Philly thinking about getting into the theater scene, and it was very quickly that I had found my route, like found myself as a singer-songwriter, and I actually auditioned for a cover band out in Wayne, like the train station. That has like a little cafe out there that's owned by a friend of mine. And I got into this cover band, and for, I want to say like 3.5 years or so, like we did like the bulk of kind of my introduction to the Philly scene and like the surrounding areas, like a little bit of the Jersey Shore. So I was with that band for like 5 years or so. And then when I left them, it was all original music, and I started really kind of getting into the bars that are in Center City, the bars that are in the Gayborhood, the bars that are in Old City, and kind of understanding more like what that scene has to offer, which is huge for me. Like it was really, really easy once I left the cover band scene to go to the people that I kind of already knew in the scene and say, hey, I want to go and perform, you know, at this bar, or I want to go do a show over here. Mm-hmm. And they kind of welcomed me with open arms. Like a lot of people kind of, once I got one gig, another gig was offered to me. And I actually started hosting open mic once a month at Connie's Rick Rack in South Philly. Oh, cool. So I'm a co-host with like 3 other people. We each have one night, which is a Wednesday, whenever Connie's reopens, hopefully. Yes. And so I've been doing that for like almost a year now, and it actually opened the door for me wanting to create my own open mic. And so I started shopping around to different bars, and it really just like gave me that confidence that I needed, that boost to say, okay, well, somebody, you know, saw something in you to say you can host something, you can go out there and create a show, and you can bring some people in, and you can create a good environment. And I said, you know what, I can do that. And so now I want to take it to the next level. And I'm gay myself, so I was like, I want to bring this to the LGBT community. I want to see how can we do open mic in the neighborhood? How can we do open mic for people that are, you know, off the beaten path, people that are like a little off center, like whatever it is, you know, that are don't feel necessarily comfortable in all of the other bars in Philly where open mics happen. And I ended up kind of bringing this idea to a few different places, and I found a bar that's actually front and market, the Victoria Free House, that ended up reaching out to me. And so then I started hosting an open mic there weekly, and that, you know, only opened it more to meeting more musicians, meeting more comedians, meeting more drag people, burlesque, like all these different artists. And it just opened up this door that I really didn't even know was available prior to, you know, looking for it. And so I feel lucky to be in this scene, honestly.
Awesome.
And it is incredibly vibrant.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's like what we usually hear from our people, because we have so many Philly musicians, and they just say it really is. It's like a brotherhood. Like everyone looks out for everyone. It's I guess it can get cliquey in some areas, but that's amazing that you brought in those people who might not fit in somewhere else, and it's just a good thing to see. A lot of when we first started the show, it was a lot of just South Philly bars too. So I'm glad it's expanding more so with just original acts and everything. So that's awesome.
How's your take on the scene, Hannah? How do you feel about the Philly music scene, and what was it like back home? How long have you been here? Have you been here?
I've been here 9 years now.
Oh, yeah. All right. So
think aloud, it's like
yeah.
No, I think I'm one of those Southern girls, grew up in the church. And so I did a lot of that, which was cool because I kind of like was figuring out my own stuff. And like I went to a performing arts high school, and then because my thing has been musical theater since day one, and that's where all that belting comes from. And, I came here to Philly and I went to UArts. And so I kind of moved from that like country, bless Dolly Parton, like country scene, kind of Jesus scene into a little bit more like musical theater. But honestly, my path in college quickly became jazz, like rock, really in the blues area. And I was like, this is where I want to be. But I spend a whole lot of time in Philly in musicals. That is like my bread and butter. But I spend a lot of time doing that. But I also spend a lot of time like singing Judy Garland in a cabaret bar. That is,
yes.
You know.
And she sang the hell out of it.
Oh my God.
But I think something that's been so cool about like our band is like, of course, I mean, I want to sing Judy. I want to sing her all day long. And like, I feel that is my rock and roll place. And like figuring that out and how to kind of put a jazz twist on like everything I do. But also something that's really been so wonderful about working in the Philadelphia scene as far as a singer-songwriter, because that's really taken a hold of my life now, and especially with you, is like I've been able to find what is my voice without jazz? What is my voice when I'm not trying to sound like Robert Plant? Like, but like, how do I figure out what falls in? Because my thing has always been, how do I sound like Judy Garland mixed with Robert Plant mixed with Ozzy Osbourne? Because that's my dream.
Wow. Wow.
Like, how do I find?
I don't know if I want to hear that.
That's what
I do. I do.
But that's kind of where I wanted to kind of wiggle with and not have to be any of those specific things. And I think that's something so wonderful with us is we were able to like find the music and find different paths and different styles. Because if you studied musical theater, you have to have the voice that they want for every genre. You know, I think that's something that we both know so specifically. So this has been a heck of a time to be able to.
You can say hell. You can say hell. Let it rip here.
I hope John isn't listening. Hope Jesus isn't listening. Anyway.
Yeah, only Jesus is watching us now.
Jesus doesn't watch us anymore. He knows better.
But I think through this, we were both able to find, I mean, I can't speak for you, but I think that like we were able to find like where in all of those voices we wanted to live in each different song, because we write a lot of music that's very different. And then we can kind of like click in where we want to. I think you don't always have to have the same style if you don't want to.
Yeah, it definitely helps that like we were able to kind of build our own identity within music, and then when that clashes with each other, then we're kind of able to like, yeah, like you come in with this like, oh well, I don't necessarily feel comfortable about this, this part of my voice, so how do we change this in this way? And then it's like, oh well, this just opened up a whole new song. Like this just opened up a whole new path in the song, and it's really cool to watch music develop in that way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome that you're so close and you're not pigeonholed to one style. Like you guys are so multi-talented. Like you will go there. Like I could just see you two like just going for anything. I do hear similarities like a Gavin DeGraw, Jeremy. I don't know if you got that before.
I'm sure.
I love Gavin DeGraw.
Once or
I love him too.
Once or 18 times.
Yeah. But how is the pandemic? Seriously, like have you been more creative during this time? Have you ventured out to like maybe new styles or songwriting possibilities?
Well, I mean, you mentioned before about writing more music.
Oh yeah.
Which I've actually been inspired by. It's crazy how it like works like that. Like she's inspired by me, and so she writes more music. So then I'm like, oh my god, they're writing songs all the time. I got to write more music. And so we've been able to like create more and more, kind of in like friendly competition almost.
Yeah.
But like it's inspiring. Yeah, it's like inspirational competition almost.
Yeah.
So like, and for me, that's like I work best under pressure. I work best when there's no pressure. I work best when the sky is raining down, and I work best when there's absolutely nothing going on at all. You know what I mean? Like as a musician, it's kind of like it comes and goes, and you get bouts of writer's block, or you get bouts of like crazy inspiration. And I feel like when it comes to like writing, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You can take it from there.
Well, what's been interesting about living in Philly as opposed to Tennessee or a lot of other places, when we went into quarantine, Yeah. And that meant that Jeremy and I didn't get to see each other. And, the first, 65 days, I was at home. And my partner and I, he and I kind of figured out, let's make some music. And at first it was kind of funny. Like we were just making like loser songs. And then we were like, what?
They're good. They're so good.
And I was like, maybe let's do some real songs. And we've got this neato pattern going on where we just kind of duel it out and make it work. And it's been really cool because now I feel more confident bringing songs to this duo.
Yeah.
And so I think, oh yeah,
I feel like you guys started doing ukulele songs. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, well, I want to learn how to play ukulele. So then Grandpa Gene.
Hey!
That's a great one. Look it up. It's on Hannah's Facebook, Grandpa Gene.
All right, I'm going to write it down because I'm going to check it out when the show's over.
No, please don't show them.
Yes.
Wear a mask. Anyway.
But yeah, no, so then I saw that you guys were playing ukulele more, and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to learn how to play ukulele too. And so I had a ukulele that I had borrowed from work, and I started kind of plunking around. I looked up a chord chart, and I ended up writing my first song just using ukulele. Yeah. And so it's definitely even though we've been apart from each other, we've still been influencing each other. And since we've been able to be back together now, I literally within this last week just sat down and was I'm going to write a song out. And I ended up writing a song for the two of us that I'm really excited about. We haven't even been able to work on it yet. Because of, not being able to everything and then the storm and whatever is going on.
Billy's nah, don't be together.
Yeah, wow.
2020 is just you get your moments. That's it. You get your little moments.
Yeah. Seriously. We're grateful for it though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to live in those little moments.
Yes. Yeah, that's how we ended up here. We had a studio that we're sitting down in, and sitting down with the local talent was awesome. People were performing live, and then the pandemic, and me and Joel had to come up with an idea So I'm watching my wife do Zoom calls. I'm watching everybody Zoom and FaceTime, and I found this StreamYard. And a big thanks, by the way, to Dr. Jimmy Starr, who's big out in California. He turned us on to StreamYard. So here we are. You mentioned Jeremy. You mentioned Jeremy about like the gay community and drag and all that. And I noticed we had a mutual friend, a great friend of the show, Troy David Hendrickson. Are you good friends with Troy? Oh, he's awesome. Troy is, yeah. Troy is, we had what Troy calls his first ever interview, like real interview he did on our show way back. So
Wow.
yeah, so he's an awesome friend of ours, and we always like to, we have gay artists on here. We appreciate the community. We appreciate drag. I got word out west that it's still not being looked at as a true art. We think it's a true art here. We love it, and it's big here in Philly.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's a huge community in Philly.
Huge.
And we owe a lot.
We've benefited from it, and we are absolutely ingrained within that community right now. We definitely give a lot of thanks. And
oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't even think it needs to be said about validation within this community. Like they are like the drag artists within Philly are the backbone to a lot of live performance that happens in the community, and it's not just in the neighborhood anymore. I mean, it is branching out to all sections of Philadelphia,
all sections of Pennsylvania,
I mean, even like the tri-state area. Like it really is like the whole scene is really like finding itself. Especially like I feel like especially within what's going on right now, there's a huge conversation that's going on with a lot of the bars that are in the neighborhood or that employ a lot of the LGBT performers, of whether or not people are being treated correctly, and whether it comes to racism or sexual harassment or various like problems that are being finally brought to light, and people are being finally given a voice in this community. I feel like we had a Philly town hall that happened. I don't know if you guys know about that, but there was a black town hall meeting, a black drag and burlesque town hall meeting that happened where they called in a bunch of people that are in positions of power, and especially for us who are up and coming, pretty relatively new performers in the scene. I mean, we are regular performers in various drag shows around the city, and we see how these people are treated. We see how we're treated, especially when we go into different bars and stuff. So it really does feel like there's steps being taken. Yeah, I feel like, and there's definitely like an empowering motion kind of that's happening right now for all of us, and like a call to action to kind of say, like, hey, we are all a part of this community. We all deserve to be treated with respect. We all deserve to be treated like we're working, because that's what we're doing. And, and especially drag and LGBT artists have always had to fight twice as hard to work, half as many jobs. So I feel like if I can be somebody that's standing in the audience, or if I can be somebody that's up on stage bringing more audience members, I'm going to do it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. And if you haven't been to a show, like, you have to go, because
you gotta check one out.
Right. Because there's nothing like it. There's really nothing like it.
And I think like what's been lucky is like we kind of fall into, and as a group, and us also like independent performers, is in drag and in burlesque, many people like want music in the middle to while the girls change, and we're like, we will be that for you.
Yes.
Throw all of your dollars at me. Throw them.
And like, right, to be like asked to be a part of that, and I think that I'm just really thankful.
Yeah,
but anyway,
a really exciting moment for me actually happened recently, where a friend of mine who's a burlesque artist, her name is Fleur de Soleil. I'm going to shout her out. She's actually the bartender at my open mic as well. And she I'm one of her biggest fans. She's one of my biggest fans. It's one of the best relationships. And she actually runs her own burlesque show. And she asked me to perform live. And it was the first time that she had actually done burlesque to a live musician of any kind. Wow. And it was the first time that I had performed as a live musician to somebody stripping in front of me and to my music, and it was the like experience to top all experiences. I'm just gonna say that to any musician out there, you know, that needs somebody to strip to your music. Like,
we're that person.
No, not us. We know that person.
No, we're all
we got
Oh, sorry.
you guys, not to cut you off, but you guys got watchers from Utah.
Oh, my uncle. That's my Uncle Moose.
I love Uncle Moose.
Hi, Uncle Moose.
Never met you, but in love with you. So
I kind of like that symbol with the Grateful Dead and the Jewish star. It's pretty wild looking. Great stuff. Thanks for tuning in.
He wears it on his sleeve.
Love it. Go ahead, Joel. Didn't mean to cut you off. I had to get that in. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, like, now is the time. Like, now we have time to really sit back and see, like, you're right, call to action. Like, what does everyone deserve? Like, especially our performer friends and everyone in the entertainment industry right now is hurting. We're all hurting in some way. We all got put on this screeching halt. So I guess where do you see you guys going? Like have any plans been made, or like places, because you are involved with the owners and the places, like what's the talk right now with performances? Because I'm an Ambler and they refuse to even have like
actually Playhouse. Go.
Yeah. But they refuse to even have like outside music, and that's like one of their things up here. So it's sad. So have you heard any news of like what's to come in the future? Maybe.
I think what's been interesting with the pandemic, specifically and I know you're also a theater artist, but as somebody who does like 90% theater, that's gone. And for a very long time. Yeah. And I think that's good. I really do. It's very difficult to say that as somebody who does, I'm Actors Equity, like that's my job. Yeah. And, you know, having that gone has made me for a long time be like, who the heck am I without that kind of stuff? Right. And something like that, it's like movie theaters. In Philadelphia, we're not going to have that for a long time. But I think something that I've learned is we have music, and like theater does not really, I'm sorry if you're out there, theater does not really exist on this kind of platform. It's very hard to do. And it's also very odd to perform on like as musicians here, but it's different. And I find fuel and I find appreciation and excitement from doing live performances and doing recordings. And I mean, that's what I'm focused on right now and for the foreseeable future and past that. But like, I'm so driven to make this music with anyone, but mostly you, because I mean, that this is the time that this is available, and it's so pointed to this. Like, I mean, hell yeah, let's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely have been in talks with like the bars that I had standing gigs with. As far as getting back to performing, I personally don't feel comfortable with it.
No. Yeah.
I personally don't feel like something that I realized at the beginning of all this is
we don't have these outdoor performances going on. I also need to point that out. I don't know for Jersey or other parts of Pennsylvania, we do not have that right now.
Right. And it's tough in the city, especially down there.
Right.
Right. Philly doesn't have a lot of those outdoor spaces to be able
to even
be available.
I don't know that we'd be super comfortable, but that's not an option for Philly right now.
Right. And I mean, we realized that at the beginning, you know, months ago, is that what it comes down to is that our job is about asking people to gather and to be sociable. And unfortunately, that's what they're asking us not to do right now.
Right.
And we found other ways. We cut the bars out. We cut the venues out. And you know what? You have everybody from these brand new musicians, the two of us, to these icons, these superstars that are getting online, that are getting on StreamYard, that are getting on
thanks
Facebook,
to you.
getting on
thanks
YouTube,
to
right?
You.
Thanks to each other, right? Like that. And I mean, and you know, and thank you very much for having us on the show, you know, and I feel like that's because we've created a platform for ourselves. We've been able to get on Facebook. We've been able to reach the people that are out there trying to watch us, and we've been able to
and
like
us just trying
really,
to collaborate with them.
Yeah, and I mean, against all odds, and watching something hit us in the face that was unprecedented, that was unexpected by the majority of us. I mean, they like you could say they knew it was coming as long as you want, but like most of us didn't, right? Like we didn't know it was coming, and so this slapped us in the face. We were put up against these odds, and we ended up saying, you know what? We're still going to create. We're still going to go on Facebook. We're still going to make shows. We're still going to go on YouTube. We're still going to go on. I'm going to make a TikTok, and I'm going to try to figure out how the hell that thing works, even though I'm definitely not of TikTok age.
No.
And like regardless, like I feel like even though I'm like slowly going back to performing in public places.
Sure.
But it's as people request it. It's like somebody asks me if I'll come to their backyard and I'll stand in a corner and put up my speakers and play for their neighbors on, the opposite yard or something like that.
Wow.
Like, hey, that's stuff that I've done. That's literally the gigs that I have to take.
Come over my house.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like that's how we have to make money, because as a full-time musician, like we're unemployed right now, and I want to get back to it. I want to be able to work again, but as long as we're not helping things to get better, for us to be able to get back to a normal, we have to do our part, I feel, is what it comes down to. And so the stuff that I'm taking is like, I did recently get asked to like perform on the street for a bar that's doing to go. So I'm like, okay, if they think that people will potentially come in because I'm out there on the street being like, this bar is open, then like,
you're like, don't congregate outside, but maybe
come in, but you can definitely call and they'll bring you some booze to go, and we'll have a good time. But like that's really all I can. That's really all I can foresee. That's really all I want to take right now.
That's great.
And there are a couple of places in the Northeast, like I know Nick's vs. Beef Woodhaven. They have a nice big outside area that's all tenant. So I would suggest branching out to the Northeast and maybe even Bucks a little bit, because they do have more of the outdoor venue. Some new ones like Vince's. I think Jeff, right? Vince's has an outdoor space too.
Yeah, Vince's Pizza in Newtown.
Message you later.
Can you email me this list? Or?
Yeah,
I will. Yeah, because that's where me and Jeff are like usually hanging out. So Jeff especially, he knows and he knows some people, so maybe we could say some good things.
Listen, he can drive. I'm epileptic, but he can drive. So
I have that license. So.
Awesome.
And we'll be front and center there to watch you.
Absolutely. Yeah. We would love to.
Put our masks on.
We have been discussing, and I'm going to hit you guys with it because we hit our guests with it, our local bands. We're actually thinking, like, when this all breaks, trying to get a big show kind of festival board with just artists out and playing. You guys down for something like that?
Absolutely.
No, we hate it. That's terrible.
Don't listen to her.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I got to ask,
hopefully next summer.
Yeah, I know, because everybody we know, all these artists are just dying to get out. And I know you guys have done virtual live stuff, and that's great. And I saw your videos.
Very different than being in like real person, you guys know.
Absolutely, we miss it too. And when we open back up and we get back in the studio, we'd love to have you guys sit down with us. I got the websites streaming down the bottom: www.thejeremyadam.com and www.hannahparke.com. Park with an E at the end. Parke, get it right. You guys are on Spotify.
Thankful for you. My teacher is like, who?
Spotify and Bandcamp. You can check out you guys. Dad is loving it tonight, and that's absolutely awesome.
That's adorable.
Awesome. So, Roy, we want to thank you guys for taking the time to come. We kept you longer than normal, so we're going to let you go. But
thank you for having us.
So much.
Absolutely. Check them out, everybody. Like I said, Spotify, Bandcamp. It's Adam and Parke. Check them out on Facebook. These guys are incredible. Their music is very lively. We heard You. After we let you guys go, we're going to play another. We're going to play Boy, I Think You're Pretty, which I got to admit at first, and I told Jewel this earlier today, when I first saw the lineup, and I'm like, Boy, I Think You're Pretty. I'm like, hey, it's a song about me. So I heard the song. It's not about me. It's about stupid boys who don't know any better.
You gotta
All
have
around
that
us.
twist. You gotta have that twist.
We just gotta keep you on your toes. Always keep you guessing, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't blame you. Really, again, Jeremy, Adam, Hannah Parke, we look forward to hearing more from you, seeing more from you, and we thank you very much for taking the time to come out on the Yo Show.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We love you guys.
Thank
and
you
we
so much.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch.
Take care.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye. That was awesome. Hannah and Parke, Jewel. Great duo, man. They're alive. I love it. I absolutely love it.
We have to hang out, get some beers. Yes, they have to make a Northeast tour. Northeast, Bucks County, and all the way over. Big circle.
Totally agree.
excited.
And I thank everybody from Hannah or Jeremy's family that tuned in and commented. Thank you so much. That's great to see the support. And I even typed in on my comment section, that's amazing support. And that's what we like here on the show. We like people to be seen and their family to see them being interviewed. Because a lot of these artists, like the local artists, like, oh, wow, I've never been interviewed before. Why not? You're artists. You're performers. You got stuff to say. You got stuff to sell and promote. We're here for you, Jewel Tatey.
Well, we only take the good ones, so.
Yeah, if you suck at music, we might not. But we have yet to have anybody that sucks at music. And tonight,
Amazing. I know. Did not. Oh my God. It was great.
So,
I'll
Jewel,
shut up now.
no, you're good. I love your feedback as well. And I love this song. And I got to get to this song because it made me laugh. And when I first saw that they sent it to us, they sent it to Jewel. Jewel sent it to me. And I'm like, oh, Boy, I Think You're Pretty. It's got to be about me until you hear it. Pay attention, boys, because this is what you're doing out there. Don't mix up the men with the boys.
Don't remind me.
All right, Jewel Tatey. We'll say that. We'll say that for a few minutes after. But anyway, tonight's guest, Jeremy, Adam, Hannah Parke. This is the song called Boy, I Think You're Pretty. I got to make sure I do the share screen thing correctly because I've been a mess tonight with technical. There we go. I did it right. Share. And we're ready. Coming up on the Yo Show right here. Boy, I Think You're Pretty from tonight's very special guest, Adam and Parke. We'll be back shortly here on the Yo Show.
Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. My heart to California, let me call I have to get. When I'm ready for my money, found another place to live. Thought he was the one, but it just wasn't meant to be. I saw his true colors, and now the next one's gonna see. Boy, I think I'm pretty, pretty stupid. Boy, I think I'm pretty, pretty stupid. Boy, I think I'm pretty, pretty stupid. Pretty stupid for making my heart scared.
Woo! Oh, baby, that is incredible. That is tonight's very, very special guest, Adam and Parke. Boy, I think you're stupid. Awesome. My man Austin Wood from the Horror Night podcast is in the house. That's how we do it here, Austin. We play local artists, man. Philly stuff, dude. Grab a beer. Sit with us for a while.
Hunker down.
Hunker down. I love the podcast community. We have met some great people from the podcast community. Austin is one of them. He's a comedian. He also does horror, does his own podcast, terrific stuff. And we love our podcast community as much as our local town. So, Austin, grab a beer, man. Sit down, tune in, check out the beautiful Jewel Tatey and my ugly mug sporting a newly cleaned up beard. I don't know. I'm 5 in. Jewel,
It's
great stuff.
freshened up. It looks good.
Thank you. It does. It's better than like those freaking Hawk wings I had hanging out the last couple of weeks.
It's starting to look like the squid beard guy. What's his name?
Who's Davy Jones?
Yeah.
It did look like Davy Jones. All of it, like tentacles coming out of my face.
What? Sorry.
Tentacles
No.
coming out of my face. Not
Yo.
testicles come out of my face. Yo,
Don't talk about octopi. They scare me.
octopussy. You don't like calamari then? Is that what you're saying? You don't eat calamari? Stop it. You're Italian.
Last time I had calamari, I was at the General, the deck. And yeah, I was eating it. You know, every time I eat calamari, though, it's like someone shoves that squid in my face because they know I'm afraid of it.
There's just so many jokes. You make it silly.
Shut up. Just shut up. Anyway.
We're sticking right in your face.
That just put me in a great mood. I love those guys. I just sent them a text thanking them because they're just amazing. And we're going to see them in the Northeast or around the region soon.
Yeah, we're going to get him in the Northeast one way or the other. I love how Jewel put me on the spot. Did Jeff knows people? I'm just going to make phone calls.
Sorry.
Here's Adam and Parke. No, I love it. I will definitely try my best. I'll talk to my man Kevin Kirk and see what he can do to line them up as well because those guys deserve to be heard. It's great, positive music. My man Austin Wood said he hates calamari as well. What the hell's wrong with you people? Calamari is like the bee's knees, dude.
It tastes good. The first time I had it, I thought it was tortellini. It was not.
That is the squishiest, hardest, toughest chewing tortellini ever. Jewel Tatey, it is 9:06. You know what that means? It's time for Ricky Vaccaro. What is that? Ricky's in the house. Yo, Ricky is a friend and coworker of my wife. Also a newfound fan of Loso Beer. That's right, folks. www.losobrewingcompany.com. Check them out. Woodland West Watermelon Wheat and the Hazy Dragon are the 2 new beers coming out. Check out the website for locations near you to check out Loso Beer. Thank you, Ricky, for that little segue that you just let me feed right in.
I thought you said Ricky Ricardo.
I don't know. No, not Ricky Ricardo.
He was like my first Hollywood crush, Ricky Ricardo.
I never thought Lucy was hot. The bomb. Indeed, the bomb. Thank you.
I'm Cuban, too, so I had an affinity for Ricky.
I mean, I would bang Lucy. I'm not in love with Lucy, but, redhead shit. Decent kids.
Why? Lucy's the funniest comedian ever. Love Lucy.
Hello, Lucy. Maybe that's why, because she was funny. She can make me laugh. I mean, this is going to be sexist. I'm going to get booed by my audience. I don't find a lot of women funny.
What? You don't think Lucy is funny?
Said, wait a minute. I said I don't find a lot of women funny. I like Lucy. Lucy's funny.
So, what do you mean most women? What is happening?
That's your buzzer.
Yes, I'm Cuban.
Are you Cuban? I did not know that. What part are you Cuban?
What part? Very little. But my great grandmother, her name was Rivera, and they went from Cuba to Florida, and that's where my grandfather grew up. And he met my grandmother, who was German and French, and then they moved up to Philly. So I did have some relatives in Florida. My aunt passed a couple years ago, my Aunt Rose, but she was the best.
Now, I agree with Ricky. He said he's not even sure an Italian can handle that. Cuban's tough. I got to tell you. That's what makes you a tough chick. That's why you're the heartbreaker.
What? I'm Italian. What's happening?
You're
Can't
Italian.
handle me?
Well, you're Italian and Cuban. That's a lot of work. And a part Irish.
I'm everything. I just found out I'm more French than I thought. So my 6 years of taking French helped, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Ricky's watching. Here is our wife, Kat, my wife, our wife. Well, she's kind of the show wife.
Our wife.
Our wife.
What's
So,
up?
Ricky's tuning in. It's great to see him.
Ricky Ricardo.
Here's Cassie. She is tuning in tonight.
Ricky's going to have an end of the summer party at his cabin.
Ricky's going to have an end of the summer party at his cabin. I had the feeling our new Cuban, Irish, Italian friend, Jewel T, is going to be invited. I know, right?
What's wrong with that? What?
Dude, we're all mutts, Ricky. I'm not a mutt. Cassie's got some mutt. Jewel's got mutt. I'm not a mutt.
Jewel, Ricky's sexy. You'll like him.
Oh, he's sexy.
I mean, we'll see.
All right. There's nothing like your wife telling you another man is sexy right on your podcast
I don't
webcam.
like that.
Hey, you know what?
She's trying to
My
help this route. Leave her alone.
My wife listens to me say this one is sexy, and I bang this one on my show every Wednesday night.
All the time.
She's welcome. And Ricky's a sexy guy. I could say it. I'm straight, but yeah, Ricky, you got it going on.
I can't even see him. I'm blind at the moment. I don't wear my glasses on the show.
I hate wearing my glasses on the show, but I do. But Ricky, thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for the plug to Loso Beer. And Cassie came down right at the right time, so I can drag her on screen. You can see her.
That's awesome.
We are going to play a little game right now called Jeff's Man Cave Scores, where Jeff shows us ridiculous merchandise that he buys for his man cave that his wife likes to knock over on the floor and damage the packages, which defeats the purpose. Jewel, I got a lot this week because I was down the shore, and when I was on the beach, I was ordering. Yeah, Ricky, hey man, no problem, dude. We love you. Thank you for coming in. Let's take a look, Jewel. First thing I found. Now this is a little different than the norm. This is Hot Wheels, and I'm not big on Hot Wheels cars.
In the way.
I found this beauty. It's a Color Shifters collection, and it is the Batmobile. This is the
Get out of here.
the Michael Keaton Batmobile. That's a beaut, and I love Batman stuff.
Love Batman.
Love Batman
I
stuff.
have a Batmobile myself.
Ricky, I'm going to work on getting you more of that beer. We're working on it. We're moving quick. A lot of great stuff, Jewel. Here's another one. This is, for all the Star Wars fans, every man's dream. It's Princess Leia in her slave costume.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
She was Jabba the Hutt slave. Jewel, I got to tell you, the deal I got on this thing. He has that. Austin's got this. Yeah, the deal I got on this thing was amazing. I paid cheap for this bad boy, and I love it. And a great shout out to the woman. Jewel, I got to show you this. Before I get to the last piece, I got to show you this piece. And I got to show you all parts. I'm a big DC fan, too. And I love my Star Wars. Jewel Tatey, you're not going to believe this. I'm going to show you them real quick, one at a time. Because I managed to score, again, at a super cheap price. Ready? Squints.
Oh. Wendy?
Ham.
Oh.
Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Got them all.
And You're Killing Me, Smalls. The
That's
Sandlot.
amazing.
I got all 4 Sandlot
Do you
pieces.
have the Dennis Leary dad? He's my favorite.
The only pieces left in this collection are a 2 set of Squints and Wendy Peppercorn, which I'm after, and the Beast.
Wendy.
And that's in the collection. But
They have the Beast.
they have the Beast, and the Beast,
Foamy mouth?
he's hard to find. He's expensive. So I got to wait my turn. Those I got extremely cheap from a guy in Texas who said, oh, the boxes are damaged. I got to tell you, these boxes are tremendous. The price I paid, amazing. And that's what I do in a man cave. I buy stuff at a discount. The Sandlot, Jewel Tatey. And last but not least, I finished my collection of one of my all-time favorite bands with this piece. It's a great piece. I love the detail. I love this band. It's the Demon. It's Gene Simmons from Kiss, ladies and gentlemen, with
Man.
the tongue hanging out and the bass guitar. And now I got them all. I got Ace, I got Peter, I got Paul, and now I got Gene Simmons. The Batmobile, the Sandlot.
Wall. That's an
Oh,
entire wall.
Dude, I need another rack. I'm racked out. I got more stuff than I know what to do with here in this crazy ass man cave of mine. But my man Austin is on it. Austin knows what it's like to be a guy. You never grow out of collectibles. Cassie makes you buy at a discount. She does, Ricky. If she knew the actual price I paid for a few of these. Jewel Tatey, guess what I bought today?
What?
Yeah, I love this too, Ricky. I got it at a great price. I got it like half of the book value. Kurt Cobain. The acoustic, it's the acoustic one, though. This is the special one from FYE.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bought that for a friend before.
Joel Tatey, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to order you a gift online. I found one of your favorite people as a Funko. Oh, it's trust me. I get a little discount.
If you get me that, then I will get you one of the Yo Show t-shirts I made. They're not official yet, but I ordered a tank top and a shirt for Joey. She wanted pink. And my little nephew, he's going to be here soon, so I ordered him a little Yo Show onesie. But yes, I will get you a Yo Show t-shirt. Just tell me the color and the size you would like, sir. And there's hoodies. And guys, if you would like a Yo Show t-shirt, I'll send you the link. It's not official yet, but it's just a little something so we can get this going. But, you know, I'm sure we're going to have the good stuff coming soon.
Joel Tatey working the merchandise angle. That's amazing.
I want one.
Not just a pretty Ricky wants a Yo Show shirt. We're going to work on it, dude. We're getting shirts. So Joel's not just a pretty face. She's also a worker.
Yes, I have something to show you. I got it at Comic-Con in 2012, I believe, but it's one of my favorite. I didn't hang it up because the frame is like serious. It's heavy duty.
I love Comic-Con.
This original artwork, I don't know the artist, I'm sorry, but this is always in my bedroom. I love this piece. It's so pretty, isn't it?
It's hot. Yeah, I like it. It's sexy.
Yeah.
I can put that over my bed when I have sex.
Right? And then I have this huge canvas. It's huge. I got it out of my neighbor's yard. So I hope to paint something on it. I have my paintings on this side. I rearranged. So I have my paintings and you see my new elephants. I have them.
I love them. You're very serene tonight. A nice backdrop.
Try to knock everything over. I'm on my art desk. So this is my art side. And then I have my studio side. But you know what? We got to branch out. We got to make room.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My man Austin thinks that picture's hot too. It is. That's a hot picture. I like that.
It's cool. I've never seen anything like that one, so I had to grab that.
I'm attracted to artwork. All artwork has gigantic boobs. I don't know why that is.
It's just anime, you know? It's
all anime has big boobs. You can't find a flat-chested anime one. It's like they all go to the same plastic surgeon.
I swear. It's like Joey watches these girls. I'm like, there's no way. And then I'm like, what did Sniper Wolf look like before? And it was like, do you know who Sniper Wolf is? She's like,
no.
First of all, these YouTubers.
Sniper Wolf?
Sniper Wolf with like 7 S's.
I have the feeling she's going to be Googled.
She looks like Cher. She's very, very pretty.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, but she's worth like, I don't know, $20 million just doing YouTube videos because she's like a gamer chick. But she does cosplay too. But if you do cosplay, then these girls.
What is this balloon up the crotch thing I see? What is this?
Oh, they do life hacks. The worst is the clothing hacks because Joey tries to do them, and every day she comes in with like pants on her head and it's a mess.
Now, well, Ricky's kids watch that too, so apparently it's popular.
Yeah, you know.
He knows. He knows.
But my point was they're
I missed the point.
These cosplay girls feel the need that to look like these anime characters, they have to get plastic surgery.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm thinking if I get some lip injections and some veneers and some implants and some butt implants.
stop. I got to tell you, Jewel, I have to tell you honestly, you're the second prettiest person on this show.
Thank you.
You're definitely number 2 on this show. A big shout out to TV. So let's go on to some topics. We do topics today, by the way. I don't know the result and I don't know what happened, but today was supposed to be Britney Spears' day in court.
What?
Yeah, today's her day in court to get released from her father's control. So today,
Who said that? Who said that?
Oh, I read it. July 22nd was the court date that she goes in again.
Did it get pushed back?
Austin said, "Yep, no."
Have
Right.
you seen her posts the past week? Like, oh my God,
I feel
same
bad.
outfit. And then there's media outlets who are like, "Oh, Britney looks so good without makeup. Have you seen her?" Like, no, it's not about her looking good. What?
She looks insane.
Cover up.
That
And the
poor
prey, and then the kitten, and then kittens were used in like MK Ultra with the blue butterfly, and that's like the Monarch Project. Like, what is happening? My brain's gonna
girl.
explode. I am just
I'm telling you, man. I didn't even plan on talking about it. I just kind of happened to remember that today was the court date. And
she's
you know,
not getting a day in court. I swear. Like, something's going on. She fought against the system. That's what happened.
that's what happened. She spoke up, and now she's locked down.
So did
Anyway,
Kanye.
Let's go on to a. I love
Jesus.
Britney.
Well,
I would
does
leave-
not work with him.
So let's go on to a positive, happy note.
Oh,
Country Time Lemonade. You remember Country Time Lemonade?
yeah.
You remember the theme song? Tastes like that good old Anyway, Country Time Lemonade did something absolutely adorable. It is a marketing genius plot. But anyway, Country Time Lemonade offered $100 as a bailout for COVID-19 to all little kids whose lemonade stand got shut down. Is that not the cutest and smartest thing you've ever heard?
I love this. I really do. I think it's the cutest thing. And when kids really try make a little something, make their lemonade. I did it when I was a kid.
And we all did it.
Try, make $1. Buy a freaking glass of lemonade. What are you doing? That's cute. I like it. But how are they going to do it? Just, tack it on with the, what's it called? Stimulus.
Exactly. I didn't read the entire story, but
Yeah, it is. It's probably fake.
I heard it. No, I heard it on the radio, and it's on their website. I just think it's adorable, and if it's true, and if they follow through with even half the kids, I should go in Country Time, and I may actually go out and get a can of Country Time lemonade. I haven't had it in a long time because I'm spoiled for the lemonades, like at the mall, like the stuff in the big jigger that looks like actual lemonade, and Chick-fil-A. Have you ever had Chick-fil-A's lemonade?
No, I haven't. I went on a lemonade mission last year.
Best.
I was at Six Flags, and it's hard to find fresh squeezed lemonade these days, apparently.
Chick-fil-A, dude. Their lemonade
Chick-fil-A.
is intense. I absolutely love it.
3 cheeks.
So Country Time Lemonade apparently bailing out the youngsters with $100. That's great.
Cute.
I love a kid doing $100. That is cute. We go from $100 to $1 million, Joel Tatey, as the money keeps on flowing. Presidential candidate Kanye West has promised $1 million to every family that has a baby in his first year in office if he's elected president. Joel Tatey, $1 million for a baby. Are you finding any dude to knock you up?
An asshole. How does this make sense?
$1 million! You wouldn't get knocked up for $1 million? I get knocked up for $1 million. I would carry a baby around for $1 million.
So my parents give me grief all the time because I spent my money to go to Kanye West at Penn State, Bryce Jordan Center back in, I don't know, 2006. It was probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. It was great. I mean, this is when College Dropout was out. He put on a fantastic show. Did not disappoint, did not have any breaks where he preached to the audience. It was just a good show. You know why? Because I'm a Kanye music fan. I love him as a producer. I think he makes some of the sickest beats ever. I love his music, and every album he puts out, I find at least 2 songs to like off of it. So yes, Kanye music, I love his freaking music. The boy is mental. I mean, he is actually polar. This is very much a problem. Like, I don't care, you know, you could talk about how much of a whatever your wife is. We all know who he's married to, but like, do not involve your kids. Like, his poor little girl is going to grow up and see that shit. I feel so bad for it. And I feel bad for Kim. I don't have anything against Kim. I like Kim. Like, I watch the show. Like, it is entertaining. I mean, she does work her ass off, and for her to, you know, she could essentially have any dude she chooses, and she chooses him because he, like, chased her for years. He chased her down, and now for him to come out and say about his daughter messed up and that he's going to divorce Kim, like, dude, Kim didn't make you, but that's your wife, man. You can't go and say that crap. Like, it's just not. He's not well. He's just not well. He should not be talking in the public eye.
$1 million. I would go to every fertility clinic on earth to knock my wife up for $1 million. Anyway,
I mean, a surrogate doesn't make that much if you go to Hollywood and someone asks you to be their surrogate, which I wasn't offered. I was close to being offered a surrogacy position. But that's not what they're paying. So $1 million is a nice chunk of change. Absolutely.
And you said Kim's working her ass off. I think that's impossible. Nothing.
Oh yeah, no.
Nothing can work that ass off. Come home.
Sorry.
I have to give a shout out. That. I got to get how you did my ass backwards. I got to give a shout out. I'm going to put the comment right here. I got to give a shout out to the team at Southeastern Home Care and Hospice. My wife is a team member, so is Ricky, and so is some of the great people out there that work at Southeastern Home Care. Do a tremendous job getting rehab and home care for patients exiting hospitals. They do an amazing job. I hear it all day long. My wife does the work and her hardworking team. Shout out to all of you, and a thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking in my wife and showing her the ropes. Now she's a master of her trade. So big thanks to everybody from Southeastern Home Care. And if you're in need, I mean, I know it's a plug you don't want to talk about, but if you got family members in need of home care, look up Southeastern. Check out my wife, Cassie, and the gang over there. They do a tremendous job. So thank you, Cassie, for bringing that to attention. Thank you for the people of Southeastern Home Care that watch. And welcome to the Yo Show. Thank you.
Welcome.
Jewel, you're
world.
Too cute. So
Joe said I already have a kid, and he wants free marijuana as well.
Who said that?
Joe, it's on my watch party.
See, the comments got to go all over. That's the only thing that stinks about StreamYard. I can't see your comments.
Joe, you got to comment on the stoop, so it's not on my thing.
Yeah, so I know exactly. I mean, I'll give you $1 million. Joel Tatey, this is awesome. I talked about it with my wife the other day. She doesn't seem all that keen on it, but I love this. Philadelphia announces drive-in style concerts. There's going to be a big outdoor stage set up with bands performing, and you drive in like a drive-in movie. You're allowed up to 4 people per car, so each car buys a ticket, and 4 people are allowed in to watch concerts. Sketchy. I'm just that desperate for a concert. I would try it. A lot of people aren't keen about sitting in their car and listening to music. I need to know, Joel Tatey, as we always do on the Yo Show, we pick apart, God, the beer, pick apart our opinions. I need to hear yours. Are you down for drive-in concerts?
It would annoy me. It honestly would.
That was easy.
Like, if I'm not playing my own music in my car on extreme volume, weaving through traffic, I mean, what am I going to do? Am I going to lean out? Am I going to come through the sunroof and enjoy? No, you got to sit there and, like, in the heat with with noises and just other people, and they're trying to get out their windows. How does this work? I mean, a drive-in movie is one thing. All right, you can follow the story, maybe, but you're distracted by, you know, the person you're making out with on the side of you. So, but a concert, like, you have to, I don't know. I feel like a concert, you just have to enjoy the music, but it has to be in your face if it's live. You know?
Kind of. And I get that. Public service announcement told male single viewers Jewel Tady likes to make out at drive-in movies. Put
I'm
that
just
on your
thinking
note.
of, like, drive-in movie. I've never been to a drive-in movie.
Well, you're a little young for driving was big when I was younger, but I like this in a way. The first band coming to Philly that announced it was AJR. And I like AJR. Very cool.
Yeah.
And I would see them, and I would like that. It looks like there's a separation in cars. It looks like car, blank spot, car. The only thing is, like, how early do you have to get in? How bad is the traffic going to be to get close? Ricky, I'm dying to go to a concert, dude. I would do it in the car. I would. Jewel and Ricky can make out in the back, and me and Cassie can sit in the front.
Shut up.
Me and Cassie are sitting in the front because we're married. We don't make out. We're just trying to figure out what time to get home and if anybody fed the dog and all that happy horse shit. Apparently, Jewel Tady's a car makeout person. So, from what we got the last couple of weeks, Jewel Tady likes to make out in cars, and she likes to be taken out to nice, fancy Italian dinners. I'm working you here, Jewel.
How are you? Thank you.
Because you deserve A+ credit. Jewel is not just some girl. Jewel is A+. Jewel is the sister from another mister, and I protect my sister.
And I'm not high maintenance, as we found out.
Yeah, we know that. You're not high maintenance. She likes the bar scene and live music and just getting out. Austin Wood said you're an A. Austin gave you an A+++++. Wow, 5 pluses. Wow.
Oh, thank you. God, and you're a tough critic. Thank you so much. We would love to be on. I love horror so much. I've been watching Bailey Sarian. She does makeup and says true crime stories. She's amazing. She just did that guy. Who's that?
She did a guy?
No. Who's it? She tells stories as she does her full makeup. The WWE guy that like killed his whole family.
Oh, Chris Benoit?
Yeah, and then last week she did Jonestown. Like she does like the major crime stories. Yeah, I'm very big into what's going on with Britney and all that stuff. I just watched the first season of True Detective. That was nuts. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. I heard it's great. And it's
great. I mean, I didn't want to watch it at first because Matthew McConaughey sometimes gets on my nerves. By the end of this, I'm like, oh my God, I love Matthew McConaughey. Like, and I never said that, but he does such a great job. And Woody Harrelson, and oh my God, it's so good. So now I'm on episode 1 of season 2, and I just saw Vince Vaughn. I love Vince Vaughn. So excited for that. Yeah, something to watch for you.
So you got invited onto Austin's show. Austin does a horror podcast. It's very good.
I'll do my research. Just tell me what to talk about, and I'll be prepared.
Awesome. He's very much hardworking, blue collar podcast like ours. We talk a lot. He hits me up once in a while. We shoot the shit about things we can get into. So yeah, Austin, Jewel would love to come on and talk horror. I don't know much about horror. I'm a little embarrassed about that. I don't know a lot about horror. I got a Pennywise figure every year. Horror scares me. I'm sorry. I'm a 49-year-old man afraid of horror movies. Afraid of plastic gore and shit. That scares me.
I don't like gore. I mean, like, I don't know. Like that True Detective, it was tasteful horror. Like it was scary as shit. Like this shit goes on. But like you don't see like graphic stuff.
Okay. I'll take your True Detective. It's on what, Netflix you said?
No, HBO.
We might have canceled HBO. I don't remember. My wife watches the Showtime stuff like Billions and whatever. like Dexter. Oh, now you like
Love
horror?
Dexter. I love Dexter.
Dexter was fantastic. They got Dexter Funko Pops, but they were out
I
a
have a
while ago.
Dexter coffee mug.
Really? I'm gonna.
Yep.
I'd ask you to see it, but I don't need you to run off stage.
Yeah, I would have to run.
Tonight, I forgot. So Austin from Horror Night, he said he's going to book you soon. He's going to DM you on Facebook.
Okay.
Like they've done. Jewel is a tremendous podcast host, co-host, guest, whatever, because the guys love you, Jewel. We love you, Jewel.
Well, you know, it was funny. I've only been invited to do one other podcast, and I
Oh my God,
literally
that thing.
I mean, I really prepared because I get nervous. You see, I have a couple drinks here. Like I try to be as prepared as possible because if I don't, I fumble my words worse than I already do. So I tried, and then the first date came and went. Like I never got the call, and I'm like, huh. And I reached out to the guy. He just disappeared. And then the second date, I'm like, okay, I'll give him another shot, and then just came and went. I'm like, what the hell? Like I have a life, guy. Like I can't just sit here. So the third time he got very irate and angry with me, and he's like, I thought you were gonna be. I'm like, oh my God, I gave you 2 chances. 2 chances. All right, Jeff, can I get into this real quick?
Go ahead. Let it go, ladies and gentlemen. Joel Tatey on a rant. Right here on
a lot. Shut up. I've learned a lot about myself over this past year. I feel like I got myself out a couple sticky situations. And I feel like every time I give someone a second chance, I get pooed on for some reason. Why? Why is that? Like I'm willing to give you a second chance. Like you don't get many second chances in life. And if you get a second chance, you're going to mess up again? That doesn't fly. You know?
Wow. So here's the thing, Joel Tatey, about second chances. And I'm going to give you my...
This is strictly about second chances, so don't veer off the subject.
You know, when you do 109 episodes with the same girl, she knows exactly what's on your mind. But I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay focused. Second chances. Second chances are for like the narrow-minded guy who just wants to prove to himself that he's good enough to get into your head again or your heart again, etc.
I swear.
Right.
That's like an epiphany for me. Like, is that what it is?
It is. It is an ego thing. And once they get the chance, you know why? Because once they get the second chance and ruin it, they feel that no big deal. I'll just do the same thing and get a third chance.
No.
Coming up next week on the Yo Show, the men who got second chances did Jewel wrong. We're going to line them all up right in the bottom of the screen. It's going to be great.
Hey, that doesn't sound nice.
It's not nice. So
anyway, I just mean like with anything. Like, guys, life is short. Be nice to people. Even the shitty ones. Good night.
Good night. Men suck. That's long and short of it. But
men don't suck. I believe in. I don't understand why second chances are taken frivolously.
But Austin said that they make fun of bad horror movies, so you're gonna be great, Joel.
That's amazing.
I recommend Joel Tatey. Just so you can't steal our
Tell me what movie to watch.
Yeah, make sure he will. He's thorough.
You know who should be guest on your show? My mother. She watches every bad horror movie ever made. I'm like, Mom, watch this, watch it. She's like, I already saw it. She's amazing.
Jesus.
There's not a bad horror movie that woman has not watched.
There's a lot of them out there, so that's saying a lot. The horror movies, I'm going to take a listen or take a poll. I say take a poll. Joy, I forgot. We got to stop everything. This right here, Joel Tatey. We'll get back to horror movies. And a lot of people commented earlier, but I got to put this out here. This picture, read this carefully.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can only
read it.
You can only live in one house. Look at the bands. There's bands in each house. There's 6 bands in each house. House 1, if you can't read it, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Smashing Pumpkins. It's kind of a 90s grunge. There's House 2 is metal, House 3 is classic rock, etc. I did this on Facebook today, Jewel Teddy, and I asked people to
Today?
let me know. I did it on Facebook today. I asked people to come on the show and comment, and nobody really did. They all commented on the post. Anyway, you get to pick one house. There's 9 houses, 6 bands per house. You only get one. Jewel Teddy, this is where you're living the rest of your life, and it's the band.
One. Okay, I gotta pick.
The rest of your
It's
life.
between 1 and 3 for me. It has to be 1 and 3.
Now,
Probably.
1 and 3 are fantastic.
You know, if I'm gonna live with someone, like,
Doesn't mean they're how handsome they are.
but I would have Jim Morrison and Mick Jagger in the same room, like a young Mick Jagger.
Whoa, God!
I would go 3. 3.
3? All right, now 3 was the winner. 3 is a very popular choice. And I got to admit, the old time
But Ween is on there. My New Hope Ween band. I love
I
it.
agree. Now, Ween is tough. Now, number
The
8,
Whole Surfers.
Mr. Bungle, Meat Puppets. Like, I can live without that house. I like
Wu
Brian.
Tang. I like the hip hop house too.
The hip hop house is good. There's tough. This is a
Yo, add
tough-
Eminem in the hip hop house.
But that's a funny thing. Now, people came out to me and said, now, if you notice, there's no Foo Fighters. There's no
Right.
The Who. There's no Eminem. There's no Dave Matthews. So there's bands that have been left out. My opinion is you should be able to take one band from a house and move them into your house.
One of your choosing.
Because me, I'm looking at House 3 as well. House 1. House 2 also, our man Tom Nuspickle from St. Riggins picked
what
House
is that?
2. Now that's a metal
picked
house.
2?
House 2.
Yeah.
Now that's the Tom house. It's hard. It's really hard.
I'm so close because I can't see. Sorry.
That's okay. I was hoping the picture would come out bigger. It really didn't. But a lot of people say this was a good challenge. But now, within the next minute or two, you have to pick your house.
And it's like what you grew up on, I feel. If you're not trying to.
At my age, I grew up on all this. Like, I know all of it.
But like, where's the women? Hello. There's no women bands in here. Where's the Runaways and Lita Ford and
You know, I love the
all that
Runaways.
crap?
I love Joan Jett. Huge Joan Jett fan. I told her on her Twitter I
Who's,
love her. I don't think she responded.
Who's your girl? Your girl's Taylor Momsen.
I love that. You know how many times I've reached out to try and get Taylor Momsen on this show? Hundreds. I love her.
Thank you, Austin. I'll get to you probably tomorrow when I have time. I go straight to bed after this show.
Yeah, she does.
I got work in the morning.
Like half the time, she doesn't even leave. She doesn't even make it to the ending music, and she's gone.
Early morning.
What are you thinking? Like, if I had to make this is so hard because I love House 8. I mean, come on, Tool, Nine Inch Nails, Rage, Korn, Manson, Zombie, like that's.
But I wouldn't want to live with those guys. That's the problem. Like, I would like to chill out. Dude, Led Zeppelin, how many anthologies and discography? Like, I could listen to that shit all day. The Stones, like, play with me and you play with fire. Shh. I can listen to the Stones all day long. And the Doors.
Same here. This is tough. It's really tough.
Like, it's what you can tolerate all day, too. Like, I couldn't tolerate metal all day. Like, that's my traffic music.
Metal. Yeah, maybe just put yourself in.
My workout music. I listen to metal and gangster rap.
So Austin picked Zombie. That's House.
Oh,
number
Greta
8.
Van Fleet's on there, too.
I
Jeff.
know, and a house I never even heard of. One of my friends on Facebook, who's a musician, who I'd like to get on the show. We talked about it. She's a singer. She said House 4 is awesome because she highly recommends it's Highly Suspect, and I'm not really familiar with Highly Suspect. But Greta Van Fleet is on there. I should be allowed to put them. If you could put them in House 3 or House 1, but House 2. I'm too big of a music fan to pick here. I love Pantera. I love Metallica. I love Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax. I love Zeppelin. I love The Doors. I love Hendrix.
I mean, a lot of these guys are dead too, so it's like, are they all alive and living?
Of course they are. God damn it.
Alright.
Fucking
And
win.
young.
Yes, Jim Morrison is approximately 28 years old with a big cock.
In his prime.
Oh. I'm going with House 3. I can't.
Three's a winner.
I can't live without classic rock. And you know who's not on here?
The Beatles,
Fuck the Beatles. They suck ass. Guns.
but they're not on here.
Guns N' Roses. You're right. There's no Beatles, and I heard that no Beach Boys, no Beatles, no Guns N' Roses, no The Who.
Guns N' Roses. No Who. No Bruce or John Denver.
Oh, there's a 10th house. It's called the Outhouse.
On my house.
Ooh.
I would have Bruce, Lana, Sia, Eminem. And,
That's good. Let's pick our own house.
okay.
Go ahead. Jewel,
Yeah, I like none of them are on here. Sorry.
Frank, you get
Bruce,
6 bands.
Bruce, John Denver.
Bruce. Denver.
Yep. Lana, Eminem, and Sia. Sorry, that's my list.
Anna. M and M and C. You get one more. You get 6. Or 6 per house.
I get one more.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's 6 per house.
I'll have to think about that. You start working on yours.
Friends with longs the new what?
Adam and Parke.
Boom.
Boom.
Adam and Parke. All right. Okay.
You know what? I was gonna say for a top 5, maybe we'll do them for an up and coming one. 5 songs that changed your life.
I like that. Look at out. We could work that in definitely. Because trust me, I got a couple of these pick'ems that I found today, like hot sauce and all that. We're going to be doing that every week too. Pick'ems. The word of the week one kind of fell flat. I forgot. Because I forgot the last 2 words of the week. So that fell apart. Anyway, all right. So I get 6. Greta Van Fleet. Led Zeppelin. Guns N' Roses. Alice in Chains. I got to say, because I'm trying to get him on the show, so I got to look nice, and we're working on the agent. Anthrax.
Don't say that. Yeah, Anthrax might be on the show. What the fuck?
We might get Anthrax.
Shh.
Right.
And Brack from Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh my God, be great.
I know.
I want to get Anthrax so bad. I have been kissing that pure woman's ass. All right, so now I get one more. Now Tool is on there, but I would go around Tool. I would take their lead singer and I would bring in a perfect circle. They're like, oh wait a minute, I forgot Manson, I forgot Zombie. Did I get 6 already?
I think I'm going with the Beatles as my 6th.
I think I'm going to be homeless because I can't pick a house because I love all these bands so much.
Beatles. Yep.
Beatles suck. Yep.
God, I keep thinking of this.
Oh, you're breaking up. I'm losing you at the worst possible time. I'm losing you. Hold steady. You're breaking up. You froze at the worst possible moment. It looks like you're having an orgasm. Dude, that was horrible. You froze and it looked like you were.
Damn it.
Let's give a shout out. I forgot. Oh, I should have done this earlier in the show. I forgot. Let's give a birthday shout out, ladies and gentlemen. It's a birthday. It was yesterday. Our good friend, Mr. Mike Nappy. Happy birthday to former Yoshi guest and our friend Mike Nappy.
Oh my God.
Happy
That's
birthday,
terrible.
Mike.
I really like that.
I know. I waited too long. But happy birthday, Mike Nappy. Anyway, we're pleasure to have you. And we had him on twice. He did our benefit show. We love him. Yeah, dude, it's a mess in here. Austin's laughing. Trust me, when you get in with me and Jewel, I like when I say unscripted, I'm in it. We have no.
That was a weird position. What was I like?
Dude, you were like, look like you. I swear to God, look like you were getting laid. No disrespect to your family.
It's like, what the fuck? Had to be you.
You look like you were orgasming. You're like,
Shut up.
like, oh my God. Dude, you are the fucking best. I swear to God, this show does not go on without you. We are here, and I'll share this for the viewers because I love my technical shit on our area. We are here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Myself, Jewel Tatey. We usually bring you great guests, great commentary. We do a top 5 list. We do my man cave finds. We drink beer. We curse like fucking sailors. Remember, Blast, it's the Yo Show. Tell your friends, because if they're not tuning in, then they suck balls. What are they doing, watching Netflix? What are they watching that shit, Cable Girls? Like my wife watches on Netflix? Fucking garbage. That show, dude, is stone cold garbage.
Oh, I have to tell you to watch something, though. We were on the conspiracy theories last week. Watch Above Majestic on Hulu. Oh, my God. Austin, you out there?
Austin's out there. He said he loved our show. Thank you, dude.
I know you probably watched it. Above Majestic. Craziest freaking documentary I think I've ever seen in my whole life.
I'm down, dude. Above Majestic.
I'm going to watch it tonight. Not going to sleep.
Supposedly, if I post this, I'm told our show gets deleted by the powers that be, but free Britney! Fuck you. You ain't taking my show off. Free motherfucking Britney. My girl, I love her. Oh, he said he loves that show and he's seen it. So he's seen Above.
Oh my God, it's
Above
crazy.
Majestic. I gotta see it.
Crazy.
Dude, you always give good shows. My wife watches shit. What is Cable Girls? You know what it is? It's a show and it's in Spanish, but they do English subtitles. It's horrible. It might be the worst program ever.
Yeah, I mean, I tried watching Mad Men.
I like Mad Men. Really?
Like, I love that time period too, and I love him. Like, he's all cute, but I can't get into it. I don't know. I need some action. Like, I don't know.
I'll tell you what. If you want to watch Mad Men, you got to watch for Christina Hendrickson. She has got the biggest boobs
I don't know.
ever.
Do I need more reason to feel bad about myself?
Her boobs are ridiculous. ER is funny. Oh, Ozark. Now, I heard Ozark is good. Also said Ozark. I have yet to see it. Have you seen Ozark?
Banshee is a great show. And my dude from Banshee is in Ozark. So that's probably next on my list. Jason Bateman gets on my nerves. He's a little annoying for me.
I love
But
Jason
the
Bateman.
dude from Banshee who plays like the crazy Nazi, he's in Ozark. So I have to watch it. I heard great things. He's a reformed Nazi. He's not a Nazi now.
No, that's acceptable. Hey, Faye.
It's about Pennsylvania though. It's about like the Amish and the Native Americans and the Amish. Oh, and the cops.
Wait a minute. So
it's in Lancaster, but it was really shot in like outside Pittsburgh. Because I was trying to go to this town and go to this bar because the bar is really cool looking. Like I want to go to the Death Proof bar, but it's not existing.
I want to go to that. I want to go to that bar in was it Dusk Before Dawn? Or Selma Hayek's Dance. I want to go to that bar.
That probably doesn't exist, but you know what does exist? The bars in Death Proof, Texas Chili Parlor, and Guero's, where they get the tacos. So you gotta watch that.
That's kind of sick. Tacos.
Watch Death Proof, dude. You're gonna love it. It's just nothing but hot chicks and Kurt Russell killing them all.
What's it called?
Death Proof.
Death
Proof. Grindhouse presents.
Oh, it's a Grindhouse. Oh, Grindhouse is horrible.
No, dude. I love it.
Austin, give me your opinion on
Best
Death Proof. Austin, give me
Best
Death
soundtrack.
Proof. Let me know what you think. He gave us a couple of shows. He's got a show called Sex Took Me to the ER. What is that?
I can't watch that shit. Ah, no. I refuse.
And they say Killer Camp is good. I haven't seen that either.
I'm scared.
Sex would take me to the ER because I'm fucking old. Regular sex takes me to the ER.
That even scares me, the idea, like, what do you have to be doing?
Right? Yeah.
Scary.
So next week, Jewel, we don't have a concrete guest next week. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to get the guys from Broadcast Boys to come in and talk hockey because hockey is supposed to be just a few short weeks away. Baseball is coming up. Speaking of baseball, Jewel, I know you like to talk, right, and I know you like to talk numbers. Here's a number that blew my mind. Now, remember last year, we talked about Bryce Harper. He got his 12-year deal, $300 million. Los Angeles Dodgers signed outfielder Mookie Betts to a brand new contract today. 12 years, $360 million, Joel Tatey. $360
For 12 years? What did
years.
Bryce get for? What did Bryce get for 3?
Bryce got about 300 for 12, and for 12 years, about 300 million. So Mookie Betts is second behind Mike Trout's. It's the second biggest deal in baseball history. Is that number insane? I wonder why the tickets they're charging people for cardboard cutouts, for God's sakes.
You can't sign someone for. What happens if they get hurt? They have an out, right? They have a.
Not really. See, football has an out. And that's a great point. Football has an out. That's it. Baseball does not have an out. If you sign a guy to all this money, you're going to be paying him pretty much the load of that contract.
Guys, it's very easy to get hurt in baseball. It doesn't take much, especially as you get up in years. And for 12 years, that's a long-ass time. God, I hurt my arm in sophomore year at high school. I'll never be the same. I probably would have been on the Olympic team. But no, I hurt my arm. So how do you sign someone for 12 years? Yeah, that's a lot of faith.
That's a lot of faith. And when they signed Bryce Harper, the joke went around of they signed Harper. By the time he's halfway through that contract, the designated hitter will be in National League. You don't know that.
I don't know anything.
Austin's also a sports reporter. Dude, I could do sports all day. Jewel loves sports. Jewel's a jock.
I play. Jeff knows. I just like to participate somewhat.
Anyway, speaking of which, Austin, as I said, next Wednesday we're trying to get Mark Zamaro from Broadcast Boys to come in and talk hockey. Is ready for a hockey season. He does our hockey preview show. He did it last year. And Jewel, he predicted St. Louis to win the Stanley Cup, which is amazing because St. Louis hasn't won a cup in forever. Never. And Mark is just that good that he picked St. Louis to win the Stanley Cup. This season is going to be reduced. He's going to have his opinion. If we can get him on, I know he's got some personal stuff going on. We're going to invite Mark to come on and see what happens. If not, we'll come up with another guest. If not, you'll get me and Joel. And as always, just great stuff on the O Show.
I just saw a message from Adam and Parke, and they were like, they loved it and they had a great time. They can't wait to meet us in person.
That's
I'm
awesome.
so excited.
They
A
were
smile
great.
on my face makes me so happy.
And like I said,
Adam, great time.
I said Adam is friends with Troy David Hendrickson,
Troy.
and Mary Pat, and Tyler Kingsley. Tyler Kingsley, who did our not our anniversary show, our
Yo Show drag show.
There's your drag show, Yo Show, trying to get breast cancer benefit shows. It's tough because we don't know what's going to be open.
We're going to grow, and it's going to be great.
Awesome. We're going to grow. It's going to be.
I was thinking something that would rhyme. I gotta go.
I gotta bring Jewel Patty's face out in public and have you all say it. Also, we might have you on. Stay tuned because we love people.
I don't see the light of day much. That's why I'm a vampire in shadows.
The men love you, Jewel Tatey. That's what it's all about. It's all about Jewel Tatey here on the O Show. I might be charismatic and funny and mostly handsome. But you're welcome for Jewel Tatey. What did I do here? I put on St. Ricketts. Okay, so that is the cue to get ready to go. A very, very humongous thank you to our guest tonight, Adam and Parke. Jeremy Adam, Hannah Parke, absolutely awesome. We played the 2 songs, You and Boy, I Think You're Pretty. You can find those songs. I've ran it all night long to scroll on Spotify and Bandcamp. Don't forget www.losobrewingcompany.com. Check out the new places where you can find Loso beer. And of course, our men from St. Ricketts, our theme song with Fire Cannot Burn. www.saintricketts.com. It's the whole word Saint, S-A-I-N-T, Ricketts, saintricketts.com with Fire Cannot Burn. Next Wednesday, 8 o'clock, we'll see you right here on YouTube, on Facebook, on my page, on Jules Watch Party, the whole 9 yards. Jewel Tatey, Jeff the Shark Peruni, we love you. We appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Thank you again, Adam and Parke. We will see you next Wednesday. We're going to take you out with St. Ricketts and with Fire Cannot Burn. Good night, everybody. Good night, Jewel Tatey. Me love you muchy.
Night. Bye.
Remember, don't be a douche.
And be nice to people, even the shitty ones.
Exactly. We're going to take you out St. Ricketts.
So,
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next
bye-bye.
week. God, I had such a great time. I don't want to leave. We had such a great time tonight. Let's get some St. Ricketts. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Whoops. Let's try starting from the beginning and go.
Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring something to the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for nothing, moving devotion over and over. Truly blessed is the taste of it, poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this, was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn.
Free!